Well, hello my friends and welcome back to our series here on Conan Exiles, looking at legendary, or epic if you want to call them that, high tier armors in Conan Exiles that are suitable for players. In this one, there's a little clue behind my left shoulder, which is on your right. Yep, we're going to be looking at the Voidforge armor, which as you can see from left to right comes in light, medium and heavy. These are all on female mannequins at the moment, but what I'll do is at the very end of this video I'll include again like another little reel like I did in my Black Keep dungeon guide, just showing you what the armor looks like on the male and female, so stick around to the end of the video to see that one. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Alright then, so as I say, I'll give a quick overview of the three different armor types you can get in this set. So light, medium, heavy. We'll take a quick look at what the bonuses are that it gives on these mannequins, and then as we'll also look at, there are quite a few, if we can see if I just pan around and look down this wall, quite a few weapons also that come with this armor set as well. So that's them. So we'll quickly take a look at the armor, and as we can see here, so this is the dragon hide, this is light armor, and this is going to give us health, strength weapon, health, stamina and health again. Light armor, if we want something with a little bit more armor but pretty much the same stats, we can go for the medium, which is the same thing again, dragon bone. So health, strength weapon, health, stamina, health. There's a bit of a theme going on here, I know. And then the heavy gives us a bit more armor value again, and this is the Voidforge dragon this time. So this is the heavy, and again it's health, strength weapon, health, stamina and health. So this is pretty much a strength weapon, stamina, health armor, suitable for typical most builds. If you're running an agility build, obviously this isn't going to work for you unfortunately, but if you're running a strength build, all of these are pretty much great armors to wear. If you don't like the helmets or the HUD on any of them, you can use the illusionary system on the thaumaturgy bench from the sorcery. What I do with my thralls and my character on games that I play on is I use earrings from the casting table, take them to the thaumaturgy bench with the helmet, and basically transmute it from the helmet to a pair of earrings. I'd rather see what my thrall looks like or what I look like than that horrible helmet, because I really don't like it. Even the second one I'm not keen on. The HUD's not too bad, but yeah, those two not really big on. So that is the armour. As I say, we'll quickly now look at the weapons, and then we will go to the sinkhole, find out where you get this recipe from, how you learn it, and then we'll come back and see what we need to craft it. So in the weapons we also get daggers. These are all dragon bone by the way. The sword, the shield, that's a one-handed sword by the way, two-handed sword, the katana, which you can make with iron bars or the better version with star metal bars if you've purchased the dragon bone katana from the bazaar when it's in there. Throwing axe, carry on down, war axe, then we have the maul, which is a big two-handed weapon, the bow, the spear, and the javelin. And just on this armor's bench here you can see there are some arrows, because you can also make dragon bone arrows. Right, so that was a quick overview of the armour, light, medium and heavy, and the weapons that you can get. But the key thing now is, where do we learn the recipe? So I'll now jump over to the sinkhole, which is where you need to be on the map, and show you how you learn it. Alright, see you in a second. Alright then, so here we are at the sinkhole, which if I open up my map, bear with me a second, you can see we are just here, which is kind of directly north of the Sentinels down from New River, round about between G and H up here, and as you can see there is a big dragon down there. Now you can actually, if you play on official servers, there is a parkour way to do this where you can kind of jump onto this ledge, climb around, clamber down and get yourself inside. However, if you play on an unofficial server, or if you join us on our server, as you'll see here we have a platform set up with an elevator in there, So you can literally take the elevator down and grab the recipe for the Voidforge dragon, which is literally pretty much on this side here where you can see I'm floating just down there. Floating, I mean pointing. Just down there there's a tablet and you can get in on this lift, you can go down in the lift, jump off the lift, learn the recipe, get back on the lift and get out again quickly. Now I am cloaked in God mode, so obviously nothing will attack us if we go down there. But as I say, if I just show you, if we go down here, this is a big old dragon, 3 skull I do believe. It's not actually showing up because I've got nameplates turned off, but this is a big bad dragon. But the way this elevator is positioned, like I said, there are 1 or 2 skeletons. Whoops. Knocked around the outside there, dotted around. Just bear in mind they will possibly aggro, but you can come down here on this lift. You shouldn't aggro to him, it should be far enough away. But what you want to do is jump off that lift, jump up here, and there you go, this tablet, interact with it. And as you can see there on the right hand side, you've learnt all the Voidforge dragon stuff. Now as I did say earlier, this is a armour and weapon set that is originally from the Elisipta, I do believe, but we now have it on the exiled line. It's been here for a long while, and it is definitely one of the best, even early game armours. You do need perfected heavy padding to be able to make it, so ideally you want to be at level, I say early game, you need to be at level 60 and have your at least improved armourer's bench, preferably with an armourer on it. As we said earlier, shield right is probably your best one. But just show you can learn that recipe and come back up here on this lift. As I say, this will take you out of the way, dragon won't even aggro, and you can get pretty much straight back out again. Yeah, you can use any armourer. It can be quite heavy on the legs and the chest. You may want to use the weight reduction armourer, but if you use the attachments that you can put on armour, so you could use an armour reduction kit on your chest and legs, and then put plating on your head, hands and feet, and you should be absolutely fine. I say it's an early game armour, it technically is end game because it's epic and it is a legendary armour, even though it's craftable. But if you're on one of these times 10 or times 5 or whatever servers where you've got the boosted XP, you can gain XP really quick, get yourself to level 60, get down here, get this unlocked, and it's just a good all around armour for most of the map. Probably not ideal for the snow, does have a little bit of cold protection and a bit of heat protection, which would be okay for the volcano, and then the cold protection for the snow. But ideally you probably want to go either, if you're going early to mid game, Cambodian Shaman, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a medium armour that is kind of good for cold resistance, or the veneer set, so the light, the medium or the heavy veneer, they'll give you a bit more, along with some spiced food. And if you can get yourself the soul spiel shield, that will actually benefit you even more until you can get up into snow to get to the Black Keep and get the Silent Legion, which also comes with Redeem Legion, and also Tillis Lament, a one-handed sword, and Tillis Sorrow. Recently did a dungeon and armour guide on that one, so check that out on the channel if you haven't seen it already. We may look at this in this mini-series again, Silent Legion, just show them off again and have a proper look at the stats, what they give you and the bonuses that they give you, and actually why they're good for a player, because they do have some pretty decent stats in them. As I say, Redeem Legion especially gives you the most resistance. Right, so that is where you come to learn this recipe. Let's now nip back to our little station and have a look at how you craft it. Okay, so we've been to the sinkhole, we've learnt our recipe, we've got back to our base. Now we want to take a look at how we craft them. As I say, you can do this on your improved armourer's bench with any armourer on there, but ideally a named person. Use the durability armourer, obviously it'll make the armour more durable. Use weight reduction, it will make it, yeah, obviously like it says, way less. But as usual, I do highly recommend the shield right armourer, the one with the shield symbol. It will just give you more armour value, especially for you if you're going to wear it yourself. it's ideal to use the shield right, and yes, once again, cost reduction. If you can make this garrison's armor bench, do it, because you'll also reduce the cost of the amount of materials it's going to take you to make. And to make each set, be it the light, the medium or the heavy, because it is epic, you're going to need perfected paddings. So for example, for the perfected light padding here, we're going to need layered silk, feline pelt and twine, and that will make you your perfected light padding, to which you can then produce the light dragon hide armor, which obviously is perfected light padding, dragon bone and layered silk. Then for the medium, you're going to need hardened leather, rhino hide, twine. So to craft it, perfected medium padding, dragon bone again, hardened leather once again, and for the perfected heavy, which have actually been there. So for the perfected heavy padding, you're going to need your elephant hide and twine, and then you've got your perfected heavy padding, dragon bone and hardened leather to make the Voidforge dragon, which is the heavy set. So it's nice and easy. 3 different versions, as I say, those are pretty much all the materials you'll need for the armour. And as I say, if you're going to put attachments on the armour, I'd either use weight reduction on your legs and chest if you feel you need it, or just go full master armour plating if you've learnt that as well, like Clay or Stronghold, or full bulk plating, so 5 pieces of bulk plating, depending on how you want to run. But if you're just using this armour for everyday farming and running around the map, just fighting all the regular enemies other than the snow, then yeah, the bulk plating should be fine if you're not bothered about weight reduction too much. Don't forget, you've also got your weapons that you learnt. Your shield is made on your armorer's bench as well, and then the actual weapons, we scroll down here, there we go, dragon bone daggers. Now as you can see, these are all the materials you'll need again. You'll need, yes, more dragon bone, but you'll also need dragon horn and weapon handles if you're making better versions of things, some shaped wood, iron bars for the dragon bone katana, or star metal bars if you're making the better version of the dragon bone katana. But you can see there the javelin, the katana with the iron bars, and the katana with the steel, star metal, dragon bone maul. It all pretty much takes the dragon bone materials. So the horn does take a little bit longer to get, but you can get plenty of dragon bone, and it's pretty much the same for all of those. A lot of dragon related materials is what you're going to need to be able to make the different things that you are looking for. And as I say, I think is that it? Yeah, dragon bone shield. You're going to do the basic versions. You can only do the epic version, which, as you can see there, dragon bone shield, which is going to take a shield frame and dragon bone, and you make your shield frame in your bench as well, same thing again, and your shield frame is insulatable and twine. Really easy. So okay, I'm saying that's really easy, but how the heck do we get dragon bone? Well, surprise surprise, the clue's in the name, from dragons. And one of the easiest places to farm them is the unnamed city. So I'll head over there now and show you a couple of locations where you can farm some dragons. Alright, see you soon. Okay, well I'm here in the unnamed city. Just quickly show you on the map whereabouts I am. I'm currently just here, and there's a couple of dragons in this area. Then we're going to go around this corner near where the red mother boss is. We don't need to touch her, but there are some dragons there that we can get as well. But as you can see, if you're coming in from Sepphim Row, you can come down from that side into this entrance here. This area you will gain a bit of corruption, but I'm just flying to make this easier. But as you can see, there's one dragon there. It is a one skull boss, but don't panic, they are pretty easy to kill. And if you've got a decent thrall with you, or a couple of thralls, they'll just make mincemeat of them. And you can either harvest them with a hatch, but probably a pick is your best option. Ideally steel and upwards. If iron's all you've got, so be it, but the better you pick, the more resource you're going to get. if you've been farming the black blood tools or the sorcery stuff these last 3 chapters and getting the black blood tools, use your black blood tool, you'll get even more from it. So there's one there, and then if you carry on in just over this hill, where is he? There should be, I'm just seeing him, where's he gone? Have we gone past him? Where's it gone? There was another one, there we go. He's hiding. There's another one just here, must have flown over him, so that's 2. They are all 1 skull bosses, baby dragons. They don't actually breathe fire. They will hurt you a little bit if you're not careful, but they're not terrible. So you get them from there. Then if you come down here, bear in mind I am cloaked in god mode, so skeletons or anything like that aren't going to attack me, but if you're in here, just be mindful of other enemies. If we come under this archway here, there you go, the spawning pools, you can see that's called. That is the Red Mother there. She's a 3 skull boss, probably one of the hardest dragons in the game to kill, so avoid her. But if you look around under here, there's another baby dragon there, and then if we just kind of scoot around here, I think it should be, yep, there it is. Now this baby, you could probably come around here, taunt it to come around here, fight it around here, or kind of wait here for it, get it to come over here to you and fight that one there. And if we scoot past the Red Mother, back up over this hill here, and just down here to the left again, there's some sets of stairs, various enemies, again skeletons to fight. But if we look around here, as we can see, there's a baby on the left there, there's one right in front of us here, and if you do want a bit of a boss battle, you can do. There's another boss here, not quite as powerful as the Red Mother, but a 3 skull I think again, so be prepared for a fight. This one will hurt a bit, but you can still get Dragon Ball and have it. But if you don't want to come over here and fight this one, I don't think this one actually even drops a weapon when you kill it, so bear in mind, unless you just purely have to Dragon Bone, I personally won't bother with this guy, but a couple of babies if you need those. Failing that, you've got the ones I just showed you near the Red Mother, or the 2 as you come in. Right, so that's where you can get Dragon Bone, and you do also get leather when you farm these as well. They will give you some leather, which is pretty handy for stocking up resources in your base. Well, alright then guys, that is just about going to cover it for this episode in this series, looking at the Voidforge Dragon Armour. This is part of our little series that we're going to be doing. Thought we'd look at this one. There are a couple of others we're going to cover as well in this little mini series. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any others you'd like me to look at. This is one of the ones that I just thought we would highlight to start with, because it's fairly easy to get. Yes, you do have to be level 60, but it's an easy-ish sort of armour to get, especially if you're on unofficial servers. As I said, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you found this helpful. Give me a thumbs up, push this video out to more people, and I will catch you guys in the next one. If you are subscribed, thank you for doing so. If you're not yet, why aren't you? Anyway, until the next one guys, that's it from me. Bye for now.